Good evening. Welcome to eModels Live. And it's probably one of the safest places you can be in the country at this moment. The world will be a bit, everybody will survive by being on Hangouts and keeping the socializing going through the television screen, really. So, yeah. So if you're in self-isolation, this is the way that you can bide your time. It's only a short time, but you're with us anyway. And it's Monday night, and you may notice there's one of us missing tonight. And who would that be? Have a guess. Can you guess? Anybody know spot who's missing? Yeah, Foxx. He's having a day off tonight. We've checked the Xbox streams. He doesn't appear to be on there, but he could be on a little handheld palm thing somewhere, so Game Boy or something like that. Do they still do Game Boy? Yeah. Anyway, good evening. Yeah, it's Monday night. Welcome. It's eModels.co.uk live stream. Ted, Chris, and Colin.
How do everyone?
Yeah, all you got tonight. We are having a bit of a difficulty. Colin was having a bit of a difficulty before he came on, so we'll keep going as long as we can. So yeah. So might mix things up a little bit tonight just to relieve the pressures on Colin's operating system. I might do What's His Thought a little bit earlier. Belly and Bench is up and all the rest and things. And we've got nobody now to do terms and conditions. Does anybody remember them?
Terms and conditions are the same as the week before.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know what they are, go back to last week's video and you can see the terms and conditions from there.
Yeah, there was a thing about making sure you're watching on YouTube and don't swear and be here and watch things and be happy with everybody. And I'm sure that was it.
Yeah, it's something about the chat is up here or there's something up there.
Well, no, the chat's not there anymore. The chat used to be here, but we've removed it.
Yeah,
because it was causing some issues, so we got rid of the chat. We might reintroduce it at some point. The chat will be wherever you normally keep the chat. You have to be there to type into it anyway. So find it on your app or player or a web page or whatever, and join us in there, and then just watch it on the screen.
And we do have email as well. If you can't chat on the chatting thing, we do have an email at ted@emodels.co.uk. Is that what's up in the
That's up there. Left a bit, right a bit, right a bit, up. Yeah. Right a bit more.
You're right. Am I right?
Yeah. You're right. I'm not going to tell you to do it to your left because that just confuse you.
And the usual complaint department is helgam35@geocities.com, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
as ever. Yep.
Yeah, but the office may not be manned at all times, so you may experience a delay in receiving answers properly. So so that's it. So behave yourself. There's mods in the chat and things like that. So on that note, we'll go over before the people overcome us with all the chatting and things like that, we'll go over to Chris and ask him who's in chat tonight.
Oh yes, I shall have a look. Let me drag the chat over so I can sort of be looking in the right sort of area while I'm reading it. Looking up at the top of the chat, all the way up at the top, we have Glenn in at first saying, "Is there anybody out there?" To which Dad replied, "Only me." So yes, Glenn and Dad are here. Then Sarah Jane came along. Then I was there as well. Sarah Jane, Glenn, Festa 67's workshop was in the chat, but I'm sure he won't be anymore. Colin will be in the real mouth.
Yeah, that's quite. I think it's acceptable tonight because he wasn't. His computer shut down, so he was in chat, so he couldn't be anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, that beautiful Windows update that hijacks your system. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we have Paul Horner still here. Stabberty, who is Lewis, but it's called himself Stabberty now, so we're going with that. Me, Stabberty, Graham is about. Zadster, Sergeant Bones, Ickle Pete. We have. Oh, I've got to push a button because Foxx isn't here. We have. Yep.
I never know how long these are because I don't.
Yeah, well, you don't even get the reflections behind me for that. You just have to wait until I give the nod and say it's finished.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So we have him there. Sergeant Bones, Skullfish, Sergeant Bones, Sergeant Bones, Sergeant Bones, Skipper Ted is in the chat there. Christopher C, Carl Denver, Andrew Preston, George Taylor, Matty's Metal Detecting South Wales, who of course we don't know who he is, where he is, or what he does. Eric Spidiq8, Skullfish, Gemma is here, not in a normal viewing position. She's moved, but she's still around. Michael Jackman, Nat is about as well. Skullfish, Icklebeat, Savity, Kitchen Table Modeler, Lee Dack, Phil Kett, Icklebeat Anders is there. Cynical Steve, welcome. Philip Prime, Osric, AJ, Paul DeSpasso, names that I've already read. Jamie's about. Mark Scopes, it's jumped a bit, so I might have missed some out. Swigging Pig, Stephen Last, Old D. Gaz, Wayne, Edward, Jamie Shiner, a Trek model maker. We know what he does. Simple Steve, Mark Graham, Frankie's about. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Lord Barkley III, Paul Bridge, and Grey Wolf 011 and Nana Sunrise. So welcome to you all. Yeah. If I have missed you, it's just because I skipped over your name. It's not because I don't like you or anything. I'm sure we'll find you in the chat somewhere. But hello to all of those and everyone who knows me and stuff like that. So
Skullfish is saying in the chat, hold up on a minute, everything seems organised this week. What have you done with a real crew?
Well, you see, that's the thing. When Foxx isn't here, we do things properly.
Yeah. It also gives us a little bit more airtime as well, and we don't know how to fill it. That's what happens.
Yeah, be prepared for lots of ums and ahs.
Yeah, lots of quiet time. Yeah.
You may have noticed that Foxx does about 70% of the talking amongst the four of us. So yeah.
Yeah, it's when we start Foxx off talking, then we just freeze our camera, so we're actually we're off making a cup of tea, we come back and they're still talking, we switch it back on and you don't know whether we've gone. Yeah.
It's like pulling the string on the back of the Duracell rabbit, isn't it? On and on.
Dave Cardboard says there's something wrong with the focusing. Everything's in focus.
Better rectify that then.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Right, let's go over to Festa's for a factoid.
Oh! Are we going over to me for a factoid?
Let's go. Do you have a factoid for us this week?
I certainly do, mate. I was just going and navigating to find the correct tab. On this very day in 1966, the first US manned docking of two spacecraft was accomplished by the Gemini 8. The Gemini space vehicle with command pilot was astronaut Neil A. Armstrong, the bloke that walked on the moon, and the other astronaut was David R. Scott. It was launched at 10:41 a.m. The primary objective was a 3-day mission to rendezvous and dock with the Gemini Agena target vehicle and to cut conduct extracurricular activities. There
Oh,
you go. Big words.
big
And
word.
obviously, for those that would expect the normal Monday night service, we do have a death. August von Wassermann, a German bacteriologist whose discovery of a universal blood serum for syphilis died on this very day in 1925 at the ripe old age of only 59.
He didn't die of syphilis, though, did he?
It doesn't say. Yeah, you never know, do you? That would be bad luck, wouldn't it? So, yes, unfortunately, August von Wassermann departed this world.
Oh,
There you go.
oh well. Right, that's about everything done for tonight.
Yeah, that'll be it. All right,
Yeah.
thanks for watching.
Yeah, happy days.
Don't forget, folks, that because there's only 3 of us tonight and no Fox to fill all the dead air time, it's up to you. It's your chat. It's up to you to lead us, take us the way you want us to go, whether it be modelling, which we don't do a lot of really, 70s, 80s food, TV programs, old cars, anything like that. It's all down to you.
Absolutely.
We're just here to facilitate your chat and fill your evening for an hour and a half ish, something like that. Yeah, that was. We'll open up the belly and bench comments, see what's on the bench tonight.
Yes.
And what's in the belly.
Absolutely.
And while we're doing that, while we get that running, we'll go across to Chris and ask, have you been doing anything this week?
Have me? I have been doing some stuff this week. I've been building this hideously orange and red Baneblade. I've done. If I turn around this way, does that work? A little bit, yeah. The turret, the top bit of it, I've been working on this week, and
That's nice.
basically finished. I need to finish tidying up because of the masking and the very irregular surface that it is. The masking doesn't work particularly well. I couldn't get it to stick down well at the edges, so I've had to go over it and sort of brush in some sharper corners. I've done the pink and the orange. I need to go over a couple more bits of the orange and then go over with the red on some of the edges. But then that will be finished, and I can get the turret put on the top of it and basically call the camo done. I do need to still do some more detail painting and things on it, but that'll be that bit done, and I'll have a video coming up on my channel for that in the next week or so, probably around there sometime.
Yeah. Colin, have you been up to much?
Yes, I've been doing me Corvette. I'm giving it a bit of a neon two-tone purple and blue paint job.
Ah.
And it's got the familiar two characters, Fester and his Doris, in the car there. So, yeah,
Nice.
It's got a bit of a two-tone paint job there.
It looks a bit Batmobile-ish.
Yeah, it's a really nice kit. I won this off of eModels a couple of years ago, and yeah, I've just got a couple of little rust spots to put on the fiberglass body. Because a certain absent friend, Mr. Foxx, was like, you want to put a couple of rust spots on it. So without letting him down, I'm going to put a couple of little rust spots underneath. So that's kind of what I've been up to. I was intending to start filming me eModels build, but kind of got flooded out with a ruptured loft tank. So all of them plans went on hold.
Yeah, floods and things. I was at work the other day and I got a message and a text including pictures of a blocked toilet at home. The toilet's blocked, and the toilet upstairs in the bedroom is one of these sunny floor toilets, and the sunny floor had jammed.
Yeah.
So it was a real treat to come home to clear the sunny floor.
Spid does say Ted got excited when you said Corvette, then he realised you meant a car.
Yeah, that's it. I thought Corvette. Oh, I could see a boat, and no.
I was awoken from my slumber by my son stood there in the longest stretched water-sodden T-shirt you can imagine. Dad, bit of the ceilings fell down, and there's water coming through it. And I goes down, looks up, and the rest of the ceiling smacked me straight in the ooter and cut me right across the nose. And it was like, well, at least the rest of the ceiling's down. And yeah, we pretty much between us destroyed the entire hallway. But yeah, it's one of them things. It happens. But yeah.
As for me, people are asking how's the Titanic going and how's the loft going. Well, one question answers the other, really, because the loft is going brilliantly. I may, depending on how the project goes this week, next week may be the first live stream from the new workshop. So yeah, I've been dry lining and boarding out and filling cracks and lines. Just got to rub it all down and probably paint it. And then next week, hopefully, as I say, if everything goes to plan, I should be in there for next week. Which means that the second part of the question is the Titanic is being a step closer to being started because I can't start it until I get into the workshop. So,
but you can't wait, can you, mate?
Yeah, it'd be good to have my own space again.
Yeah,
as I say, getting evicted from here, so all the modelling stuff and everything's sort of been packed up really. So modelling's taking a bit of a back seat till it get.
I mean, after the show tonight, my cave's getting stripped out because obviously all the pipe run to the boiler comes into this room, so it's all getting ripped out tomorrow. So yeah, my man cave's getting emptied tonight, ready for the plumbers and the builders for tomorrow. So
you'll be finding things that you didn't know you had.
Well, yeah, I lost a bottle of Vallejo paint about 18 months ago. I, as you know, twitch a lot and have grip issues, and I was shaking this bottle. And one minute it was in my hand, and then the next minute it wasn't. And I reckon it went over the back of the bookcase. So I'm hoping when it comes down later, I find my long-lost bottle of Vallejo paint. If I don't, then I've got no idea where it went.
So yeah, that's a state of play. Everything's moving on. I really need a real deep clean and clean out and shift around in the workshop.
Yeah.
Pending workshop tomorrow because sewing and cutting and things like that. There's piles of sawdust and plaster and everything everywhere.
Yeah.
So I need to clean it out, start again, and get ready for the final stages. Let's have a look. What's been going on in the chat?
We have a Billy and a bench. Cynical Steve says bench is half a 40k dreadnought, legless and very easy, all push fit, no glue except for added extras. Billy is corned beef pasty that he made with leftovers from his corned beef pie, what he also made.
I'm just trying to find that. All right. Skullfish. I can't quite. Skullfish.
Shall I press a button? I'll press a button for you, Ted.
Skullfish.
Yeah, I've got
there
skullfish.
Right. It says mint magnum, both in the belly and somewhat on the bench. That's what with magnums, isn't it? When you bite the chocolate, it all shatters. Yeah.
Yeah, Nat Williams, belly, been a bad diet day. KFC for dinner at midday. McDonald's, Grand Big Mac and banana milkshake for tea. Bench, not been modelling this weekend, been working on my knitted hedgehog present.
Yeah, we did see your picture, Nat, that you sent us last week. Unfortunately, I forgot to put it up. But yeah, we do understand now what you're knitting, the hedgehog knitting. So yeah, well done. Keep it up. Which on that? Is anybody else doing anything else apart from modelling? Nat's doing some knitting and crocheting. So
knitting's like modelling. It's like modelling with wool.
Yeah, modelling with wool. Yeah, that's it. Evening all says Mr. Loth, Vince.
Well, you could say she's doing old school 3D printing with wool.
Basically, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, because they do build up into nice little 3D type figures, and not like a cardigan or anything like that. No. Anders says it's back to his diet day, so he's back on Monday. His diet day, so it was a shrimp chicken salad for lunch, fruit and coffee tonight. Bench been on hold for a week, so no Panzer IV. Yeah, it's just sat there looking at you. Yeah. So
Paul Lyons says sweet and sour chicken and rice in the belly. On the bench, Handley Page Halifax and an SD KFZ 251. I don't know what either of those things are.
Yeah, I think that should be a Hadley page, Halifax. It's a bit like the Lancaster bomber, but a smaller version. And SK251, some sort of German tank, I think.
George Taylor's saying belly, food substance, bench, small object under construction.
Kitchen table modeler. Belly, chicken and mushroom soup. Bench, the figures from the Tamiya German 20mm half truck.
Oh, okay. I think I've done that. Speedy Q said he had leftover bolognese style, not bolognese, but sort of bolognese with extra bits on jacket potato. So yeah, bolognese stuff on jacket potato.
Graham McRoberts saying bench, still working on the elephant. Belly, some Budweiser.
Yeah, that can't be a bad thing. Yeah. I had a bit of a heavy diet last night. It wasn't gin last night for me. It was single malt.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Sarah Jane's got spag bol and belly. Cleaning bench, as I can't afford paint yet for the racing car.
LD bench, Gundam Vida, and on the belly, a fryer.
Well, we need more information about the fryer.
Yeah, full ingredients required on the fryer.
Yeah, because if you tell us anything about the Gundam, we'll just...
Yeah, we don't care about that bit. It's the fry up that we're interested in.
It may be a modelling show, but it's the fry up we're interested in.
Yeah, I'm afraid if you mention Gundams tonight or Warhammers, we'll just stare blankly at the screen.
Yeah, that's a point. I've got a gadget as well.
I can't catch it. It's all been put away.
Oh dear! Unfortunately, I've got the buttons, so I can just go to me if they start talking about tools
Chris
and
could
gadgets
just put
and
himself
things.
on screen and go la la la. I can't hear you both.
And Nat says, "I like that, Chris Investor. You've given me the perfect thing to use against Lewis now when he moans about it being more modelling and 3D printed things."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where we at? Spag bol Sarah Jane, have we done that one?
James Chapman, belly, crispy chicken steaks and waffles, bench, making a video on a Lego Parisian restaurant.
Ooh,
very
sounds
sweet.
interesting.
Sounds interesting, mate.
Uh,
Nat Williams next, Ted. What was that? Chris.
No, we did that.
You've given me the perfect. Oh, right, yeah.
Anders does say that the SDKFZ 251 is a German armoured half track.
See, I knew it was German something. Yeah. Max Gop says, all work and no play, working on it all weekend, nothing on the bench, pepperoni pizza and fresh melon.
Oh, nice.
Fresh melon? Pepperoni pizza. I take it the fresh melon isn't on the pizza. Or is it?
Or is it? Could be.
Oh.
Jamie Shiner, Trek model maker, belly cavalry, sanding resin time machine on the bench.
Cool.
Fusion Skate 10101, belly Straparaman bench, new Ryefield Sherman Firefly.
I believe it's quite a nice kit, that Firefly. I've not actually seen it. I've heard.
No, nor have I. Yeah, it sounds a good one, mate.
Phil Lewis says, belly roast chicken dinner. No, it can't be a roast chicken dinner with all the trimmings. It's like Christmas every day. Chicken dinner benches the Revell 196 Apollo service module. Is resumed and the side panel is now removed to represent the damage to the Apollo 13 bay to be scratched. The bay to be scratched built. Yeah. So
you're doing a soundboard, Houston. We have a problem.
LD has given us more information about his stir fry. He says sausage, blackwood, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, poached egg, toast, and bacon.
Oh, proper.
Yeah.
Well said,
I'm just nipping back up to one. Graham McRoberts said, Ted, which malt? Hope it was a Scottish one. Is there anything else other than Scottish malt?
Gaz Vickers is saying belly hot dogs, bench a 148 scale, Sea Fury been decaled.
And Frankie goes to Hobbywood, said on the bench, decals for the Revell space shuttle. Everybody building spaceships tonight.
Yeah.
And in the belly, Aberwurst and leftover meatloaf. So that's, I'll try that.
I hope Fox isn't watching because he'd be
Did
getting
you
all
notice
cross with
how
our
we left you
pronunciation.
that one, Ted?
Aberwurst.
Where are we? Gemma Williams, fish and mixed veg, and a much needed Twix.
Mm.
Where else are we?
Yeah, I think
Edward
somebody.
Donald
Leonard.
McKenzie says, "Sorry, I'm late."
Edward Leonard, leftover roast chicken noodle soup and leftover beef and mash and mushroom gravy. Bench. You don't care, so I won't say. Laugh out loud.
Fair enough. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how can you have leftover chicken noodle soup and how can you have leftover mash with mushrooms and gravy? You don't have them left over. They just get eaten straight away.
It's like those bags of sweets that say it's like easy sealable. It's like, why would you want to seal them? I don't quite understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Timber's got a model-related question. Hi all, if wanting to repaint chromed parts, do they have to be stripped first, or can they simply be primed and then painted?
I'd strip them first.
Yeah.
Because the chrome and that, it's all slippy and slimy and the paint will just slide off it. So
Yeah.
strip them first.
Yeah, I usually dip mine in a bit of oven bright.
Yeah, that's it. Something like that. Strip it all off and do it. Yeah, that's about the best way, really, unless anybody knows any different. But certainly, by the time you come to, you could rough it all up and rub it down with emery boards and things like that. But it's just as quick to strip it.
Yeah.
And then at least then you can go with a primer and a chrome finish of your choice, can't you?
Yeah. Where else?
Pete Rogers says, belly nothing. Bench Dragon Sexton Mark II could be going in the bin. He's obviously not having much fun with that. So, well, get yourself some food, and then it might look better when you're full up.
Get yourself some gin, and then everything looks better.
Then you won't care what it looks like.
Yeah. And yes, James, I did, mate. Cheers for that. I sent you a message earlier, buddy.
Timber was hoping for a shortcut, but he's going to strip it.
Yeah, strip it. It's just quick anyway. But
yeah, it's one of them. I mean, I tend to strip it, prime it, gloss black, and then put over either an alclad or whatever.
Spinny Q says he likes to dip mine in Henderson's relish. I take it he's not really into the chrome parts.
No, he's thinking about chips.
Yeah.
Which is always a good thing to be thinking
Perhaps
about.
It's a new technique, yes, to strip your chrome parts. A bit of Henderson's relish.
It sounds like a waste of Henderson's, to be honest, but
never had it, mate. Steve Neil Harris is saying soak the chrome parts, super clean if you can get it in the UK. It's a grease cleaner and works great on chrome plastic parts. Yeah, that's.
Unfortunately, I've never come across having to strip anything. I've never needed to strip paint from model, no chrome parts.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm stripping paints, I tend to use Dettol. I've got an old car parts washer full of Dettol. And if it's chrome, it's Oven Pride or Oven Bright. You know, it's just a small Branston pickle jar that it's kept in, and seems to work a treat for me.
Right. What next?
Aristyrene saying belly, peanut butter and banana sandwich. On the bench, a 25th scale Kenwood K100 Aerodyne.
No, that's got to be as well.
That's the trouble. If people start talking about, Gundam and things like that, then Fox is the one that knows all about that. We know nothing about it at all. So, apologies if we appear completely inept. It's just purely because we're completely inept.
Yeah, that's what usually sends him off. It's winding Fox up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think he's realised that we plant the seed early in the day. Can someone ask Fox a Gundam question so we can do some modelling? What have we got? Michael Jackerman saying belly, 2 cheeseburgers, bench resumed a 109 G6. The stencils arrived and the paint now looks good. Sweet.
There's one there about Jamie Bourne. He's got a letter about his Rossi bikes. Have you seen the advert for the Rossi bikes on the TV?
Yeah, I got kindly sent one by James in the chat. That's what I was answering earlier, and yeah, it's looks
Yeah,
a nice little subscription.
yeah,
Yeah, but then they're not a kit, are they? They come as one
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, a bit
model
like the
thing
James
already
Bond
built.
007 cars to come in a
Yeah.
box and it's a assembled bike. But it's all these bikes, and then if you've got a premium subscription, you get all the crash helmets or a selection of these more well-known. So yeah,
yeah. So being 1/5 scale, they're going to be quite large and fairly detailed, but I still think it's quite an expensive sort of hobby, really.
yeah. I mean, I gave up smoking 2 years ago now, and my wife put the money that I would normally have spent on the habit, so to speak, and I started doing the big 1/4 scale Rossi bike, and that's what pays for it, you know. So that was my incentive to give up the smokes, and yeah, but it depends, doesn't it? I mean, you look at sort of large kits, don't you? And you think, well, how much plastic are you getting? Sometimes it can equate to 2 or 3 kits in a large kit, a bit like the Titanic, isn't it? You know, it's a massive.
I suppose so. So, yeah, I suppose if yeah, it is a good reason to do something like that, to give up sort of smoking and put the money towards another part or a beginner hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't give it a thought until the first delivery arrived, and I was like sat here opening it. I thought, where the hell's that come from? And the wife bought a cup in tea in, and she was like, "You gave up smoking, mate." So you know, that's just goes to show you what you could have been getting instead of burning the money type of thing, you know. And
Yeah, I mean the part work thing. People say the end model is going to be several £100 or whatever, but it's over a certain length of time as well. So it's not exactly just having to pay that up front. It's
yeah, I
just over £1 a
mean,
day. So don't get your
big
coffee in the morning or something.
motorcycle I'm doing, Chris, is like 1/4 scale. It's like 4.5, 5 kilos in weight. It is massive. And when you look at what you're paying for, a 1/12 scale bike, it's
but it's
they are expensive in one hit, but over a period of time.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Chris, that you subscribe to some of these part works as well, don't you? So
Yeah, I'm doing the Terminator one and the X-wing at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
but it's spread over a certain amount of time, so it's not too
I
bad.
don't know how much a pint of beer costs these days because I'm teetotal, but if it's 2 or 3 pints of beer or a packet of fags, it's like,
Absolutely, yep. Kitchen table modeler says, "Night all, got to go. 0400 start off to bed. That's an early
mate,
start. I don't
take
believe.
care, keep well, and
that's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think. I think you might have got it wrong because 4 o'clock's in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I don't understand where he's got another one. There isn't another 4 o'clock.
There's only one 4 o'clock in a day.
Yeah. Strange.
Tim Young says, "Oh, just joined at the right time. In the belly, chicken pie, the chicken in the gravy salt with a short crust pastry.
Oh, nice ingredients.
Yeah. On the lap, a cat on the lap. On the bench, on the bench is still a Kuwaiti SA-330 helicopter.
Oh, interesting.
Helicopters and a cat on the lap. Two. Could be.
Donald McKenzie's saying there the reason he stopped smoking. Wife told me she's pregnant. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a good excuse as any.
Yeah.
James Chapman does have a question. Does anyone know if the mugs are into version 3? He's had his email confirmation today. We haven't heard. I did just check the store and they're still showing not coming up as being in stock. So possibly,
unless they've got them in and they haven't put them on the system on the web.
Yeah, as we said, they're getting in. We've already given away more than they're likely to get in. So.
So we'll be keen to know that as well. So if you do receive your mugs within the next couple of days, send us an email, ted@emodels.co.uk, and then we'll know that they're back.
That might be where Foxx is. Foxx might be going and stocking up on all the mugs. That's why he's not here.
Oh, yeah, he could be sitting there holding them, and then he'll put out a thing, I've got all the mugs.
Yeah, I think he's there autographing every one of them himself. So
Yeah, I
that
mean,
could be good.
Anders
be interesting.
raises a good point about part works and things like that. He's saying there that he's been building the 1/16th Panzer IV for 9 to 10 months, which is a lot of building time for the money it costs. So yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
well, that's what I always say about it. It works the same for big kits. You know, so the type the Titanic or the submarine, the U-boat,
Yeah.
£200 worth of kit. You think, well, that's a lot of money to fork out. But if you break it down, and it's like 10 kits or 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, well, that sub gave you years of fun, didn't it, Ted?
It give me over 3.
Oh, bless you. Yeah.
3 years of fun. Yeah. But seriously though, yeah, it did break down into the submarine. I think it broke down into 1, 2, 3. I can't think now. 6, 7 compartments. Each was a kit in itself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean that's it. It's probably going to be similar when you come to build the Titanic, then, Ted, isn't it? With the bulkheads, I suppose that acts as a good division.
I think the Titanic's a totally different ball game because it's you've got to start you'll start with a hull just and build.
Oh, you're doing it deck by deck, are you?
There's no compartments inside it, so it'd just be an empty hull. But but once again, the 400 pounds worth, 400 quid's worth of kit. It's a lot of build time in that, so it's down. It's sort of comparable with 7 or 8 kits that you'd take to build in the same time.
Yeah.
Paul Homer says his bench back in use, works cancelled on further notice. Done the Tamiya British light utility vehicle, and now with a Chieftain Mark V. Daughter came in and made me fish, chips and peas.
Oh, lovely. Mark Scopes is clarifying, and eModels sent him an email today. The mug's on the way, so.
All right.
Yeah, 2 or 3 people have said that. They've just seen in the chat. 2 or 3 people have said that the mugs are on the way. So yeah,
Gas because have said the same. Yeah. Well. Oh, so the mugs are back. Yeah.
Let us know when you get them. Send us a picture.
Oh, that's a jingle, Ted, isn't it? The mugs are back. The mugs are back. The mugs are back.
Oh, hang about. I've got a button.
eModels mug. eModels mug. eModels mug. eModels mug.
There we go. He doesn't even have to do it. We can do it from the screen.
Honestly, he's getting an easy life here, isn't he? All these Ted buttons.
As we're on about the mugs and things and the what's in store, we'll not give a mug away yet because we haven't received notification that they're back in stock or they've got enough back in stock to start giving them out again. So we'll still do the what's in store tonight for fun later on. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Shall we do the what's in store? Now we segued into it.
Yeah.
I'll just unsuspend all me tabs then, mate. Bear with me.
Okay, I'll practice the Foxx bit of making sure everybody's ready and stuff. So this is the what's in store. Colin's doing it this week, so he's got everything sorted out. He's getting himself sorted out behind the scenes. You need to make sure you're up to date with the video thingy. So you do. I don't know which way round it goes. It's refresh and drag in that.
Yeah.
Is that right? It's refresh and drag. So you're up to date.
It's a bit more flouncy about, isn't it?
Is it prancy? Refresh and drag.
Yeah.
Or you could just hit F5.
Make sure you're up to date with the live video and the chat and things, because otherwise you won't win. And if you're not first in, you don't stand the chance of winning tonight's grand prize of absolutely nothing.
Absolutely, you've got to be in it to win it, which is nothing.
If you do put in the first correct answer of whatever the theme is that Colin's come up with, then you do win a big packet of absolutely nothing without a packet.
Yeah, but you could have won. That's what you could have won.
Here's what you could have won. Spiraling circles, but they're getting there.
Yeah. Soon the mugs will return. But for now, for this week at least, you might be the last chance to win an absolutely nothing from us. So make sure you're refreshed and dragged. And we shall go over to Colin, where he shall tell us all, in a very roundabout way, he'll say, what's in store.
In a roundabout way, mate.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen what's in store tonight. So the look of amusement and relief on my faces, will be.
It's
Yeah,
funny if I was sitting here thinking, what was it again I did? Yeah.
Mark Scopes does ask, is Fox okay tonight? Yeah, he just can't make it on tonight,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
he's around.
Bit to do.
And Dave Cardboard does ask, does anyone want to go in syndicate with him for tonight's What's in Store? Equal shares on the price. You can email him directly and
Yeah,
sort
we
it out.
can't join the syndicate, I'm afraid, because we're on it. So
Yeah, we're not allowed to enter.
I know. First up is a Tamiya 124th scale Mazda, and yes, we know James has spelt it wrong on the web. James, tut tut tut. Yep, this is the Mazda Roadster RF. It's 124th scale plastic model kit, and the length is 164 millimeters by 80, and it recaptures the 2016 edition of the fourth generation of the Roadster MX-5, and that does look a really nice kit.
Mm.
So if you like your shiny cars,
Is that a UK release? Is that version available in the UK? I'm sure I've seen.
it comes inside on the blurb down there. It's got the right-hand drive parts are included as left or right-hand drive car in Japan, US, or European specifications.
Right, because I know that sometimes to me, I tend to bring out these cars, these sports cars, but you never see them because they're not released in the UK for like
Yeah,
American or Europe, something like that.
yeah. So yeah, it's highly detailed. Looks like it's got all your brake parts, all your interior with the iDrive, sat nav, and all of that. So,
Mm.
and it's £31, Ted. You know, yeah,
That's
You
not
can't go wrong with that, can you?
you
bad
can't,
price.
can
Yeah,
you?
to me, makes some good stuff for
Absolutely, and
not
you
a lot of
build
money.
that with the roof on or the roof off. You also get the masking stickers as well, which I think's a nice little touch, to be quite honest with you, from them. So yeah, I think you're getting a nice looking kit there for £31.49. So yeah, I like that. So that's your 124th scale Mazda MX-5 RF, and the kit number is 24353. Next up, excuse the delay and apologies if it's lagging, is a Tamiya 112th scale Honda monkey bike.
The monkey bikes, brilliant
What's
fun.
not to love about a monkey bike? And I know if Vincent is still in the chat, he absolutely loves these little bikes and is quite an authority on them. I think he owns two, but
Yeah.
yeah, they are.
Why are they
Well,
called a monkey bike?
I've got absolutely no idea, mate.
Okay.
I think it's because of the poise that you take when you're riding one. You just
It
like
could well be, yeah. I mean, apparently here it's was released in that brilliant year of 1967. It's gained long-lasting worldwide acclaim with its rather diminutive yet cheerful design.
Mm.
And the thing is there's a huge aftermarket for these little bikes where people really do pimp them up, so to speak, you know, and yeah, it's got a really cult following's the best way of saying it. So
Yeah, I think a little miniature bike would be go quite well in the motorhome. You could actually store them inside
well,
it.
yeah, I mean, you think about it, you could pop one of these in the motorhome. Mrs. Ted might want something down the shop, so off you go via the local model shop, of course,
Yeah,
because
you'd go the scenic route, wouldn't you? You took like
absolutely,
50 miles, 50 miles in.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know, it's just the sat navs in the UK have points of interest, which are model shops. But it's £26 again, which you know is good value, isn't it, for a 112
Absolutely.
scale
Yeah.
motorcycle? So
We always say about these when we show motorbikes from Tamiya and things like that, how detailed and sort of true to scale they are, true to life.
yes,
Yeah.
they are. I mean, I've built quite a range of their bikes over the years now, and Yeah, they really do go together well. And if you're thinking of dipping your toe into the bike building world, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You really can't.
No, I do notice Osric does say that it's annual bonus payday this week, so he will buy at least one item from what's in store. Bring it on, he says. And
Good
obviously,
man,
traditionally,
because
is the third item that's bought from what's in store.
yeah,
So
traditionally it's the third item, and this is
third
a
item
nod.
coming up is
This is a nod. I think is this the one that Nevbo's building, the Kawasaki Ninja?
it's a Ninja. I don't know if it's that one, but
And this is the 112 Kawasaki Ninja H2 Carbon, and I've kind of got my eye on this one myself because it is. I don't know why it looks like it's going fast when it's stationary. I don't know what it is about the design, but it just looks.
it looks nice. It looks futuristic even now, doesn't it?
Yeah, and again, it's to me, or what can you say?
It's the sort of bike you take home and your mum says you're going to kill yourself on that.
Yeah, I can remember my mum's face when I first walked in with a crash helmet, levers, and that, and she just gave me that look and started speed dusting with disappointment, But yeah, a traditional Tamiya kit there, but you've got all the carbon effect going on as well. So it's a decaler's dream.
Mm.
Nice looking trellis frame as well going on there. Plenty of
Yeah, it looks quite
opportunity.
nice. That frame looks quite nice. The green set up against the black. It's sort of.
It does.
I like the carbon, I assume, decals as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's a decal set. I'm just coming along to it now. So you've got your carbon decals there, your luminescent striping, and again, you get all your masking, tape masks and stuff like that. So yeah. And again, it's $37.79, but you're getting a lot of bike for your money.
I think that's who said that in the chat. Zadza said that Ninja looks a lot of model for the money.
Yeah, it's one of those. It just jumps out at you. I don't know why, but it does. Next up, we've got the 135th scale Japan ground self-defense force light armored vehicle. And what more can you say? It's an armored vehicle. It's got big chunky wheels, and yeah, it again is mean and aggressive, isn't it? And that's for the ground self-defense force in Japan. So not a lot of blurb on this one, I'm afraid, but apparently, according to the box art there, you've got a die-cast chassis with it.
All right.
I don't think I've come across that before, Ted.
I think it looks a fairly new kit, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought it would be originally been a radio control, but maybe it's
could
designed.
be, yeah.
It's designed for something like that.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, if it was RC going over rough terrain, it would need something a bit stronger underneath. But
yeah, as you said, the first time I've seen a kit like that with a die-cast hull. So maybe some reasoning behind it. Maybe there's some more parts to come for it, or it's designed to be upgraded to RC. Somebody in chat might know.
Yeah, unless it's to add a bit of weight to the kit, because I know some of us with the tank kits will put metal tracks on and things like that just to give them a bit of.
Yeah, I've known that, and I've done that myself. Actually, I've actually put some weight in a tank.
Yeah.
If it's got suspension, it will add a certain kick to it, won't it?
It could be something like liquid gravity or something like that, but it just gives it a bit of oomph, doesn't it? But that's a 35th scale armoured vehicle there for £31. So,
and as Ericsson says, a good point there. Is there really any sort of Tamiya kit that Tamiya are not good at? Yeah, I don't think
know. The kits are all good. The box art they might not be that great at, but
yeah, I mean it's one of them. I mean I've had quite a lot of their bikes and that over the years. Not much of their armour, but I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had any fit issues.
I think it's quite a common question that gets asked in Facebook groups and things like that. There's always somebody new that comes along, joins a Facebook group and says, "I'm new to modelling. What can you suggest? What should I build?" 99% of the people say Tamiya. Go to Tamiya. build
Yeah.
something for it to be. It's all there. It's all in a box. It's more or less throw in the glue, shake the box, and a model will fall out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next up, we've got one. I've not heard from this company before.
No, I don't know those.
Ebro 120th scale McLaren Honda MP4, and it's the 2015 variant at the Japanese Grand Prix. So, if anyone in chat's built one of the models from Ebro, I've not come across them before, but it certainly looks a nice kit from the photograph.
I think isn't Jamie our resident F1 fan, racing
I
car
mean,
builder?
looking at the photo art and that there, it looks a decent looking kit. It's certainly got the detail on there, Ted.
So find the detailed kit you've picked tonight for us, Colin.
Yeah. It's just one of them, innit? It's showing what can be done, if that's, the photo representative of the kit there. I think that's certainly an interesting kit. And for $44.99, 120th scale, I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, it's going to be big as well.
Yes.
Look to see in that.
Next up, we have got a Tamiya 1350 scale Japanese battleship Yamato.
Not the space battleship. This is the normal water battleship.
Yeah, this is the normal normal one. But it's, what can I say? It's a battleship with big boomsticks, and those of you out there that like your ship models, you can't go wrong with that, can you?
It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what's that? 1350 scale. Does it give us dimensions? Sorry about me scrolling there. There's no dimensions, I'm afraid.
No.
Someone might know.
Big. It's going to be big.
It's a big boat.
It's going to be about 1.5 feet long, something like that.
And it's going to have all the detail, and you've got your planes there with the paint schemes going on. So if you like your battleships, there is a nice choice there, and it's £80.99.
Those planes are going to be tiny.
Yeah.
Just go back to the. Is it a waterline model? Just go to the.
It's got a full hull on one of the pictures.
Did you want me to go through to the full hull picture, Ted? Is that the one you're after?
Yeah. What's the one after it? The next picture. No, sorry. I couldn't quite see it on the tiny screen, but it looks.
Model features minor modifications to Tamiya's previous replicas, blah blah blah. Has her looking as she did just prior to departing on her final mission in an exquisite 1350 scale assembly display model. Massive imposing silhouette is accurately reproduced, so both the main gun turrets and secondary armament turrets can be rotated even after assembly. So they've gone to town on that by the sound of it.
Cool.
And that's Tamiya's 1350 scale Japanese battleship Yamato.
Maka Jackman said he's got the sister ship, the Musai.
Yeah.
It's about 2 foot long.
For those that like your detail up, you can also get a little Yamato deck sheet that'll go with it, which is a little bit more detailed. So you can grab yourself one of those Yamato deck sheets, and it looks like it's a wood effect as well. So,
it might actually be ply. It might be a veneer.
Yeah, could well be a veneer there. I'll have a look at the blurb. Set of deck sheets allows easy and beautiful reproduction of the wooden deck on the battleship Yamato. This two-piece sticker has been pre-cut to match the shape of the Yamato's deck for easy application. The deck plank pattern is precisely printed, so there's no need for painting. So, yeah.
I remember when I built my 196 scale warship, I laid each individual plank separately.
Oh, really? I've got a paper Bismarck up there. I don't know if you remember the booklet paper models you used to get, Ted.
Yeah.
It's about 4.5 foot, this thing, and I'm like, I will get round to building it, but it's where I'm going to put it afterwards. So, yeah, that's the selection. So, if you want me to go back through them, we had
Yeah.
the 1/24 scale Mazda MX-5. Sorry for the delay on my broadband, folks, or computer. Then you had the 1/12 scale Honda Monkey, 1/12 scale Kawasaki Ninja, the 1/35 scale Japan Ground Self-Defense Force Light Armored Vehicle, a 1/20th scale McLaren Honda MP4 from the Japanese Grand Prix, Japanese battleship Yamato, and the detail deck sheet for the same kit. So I'm just going to stop sharing. Hopefully they've all refreshed and dragged, and this week's what's in store. Go.
Right. No.
I'm sure we'll have some answers because everyone wants to win nothing.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll let you. You can choose your winning answer from the
Yeah,
selection.
I am showing AJ as Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. First one. Yeah. First one up. Well done,
So
AJ.
that's what I'm showing. Hopefully that concurs with what you two guys are seeing.
Yeah, because we wouldn't want to give nothing to the wrong person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So congratulations, AJ. You have won the contents of my hat, which is absolutely.
Yeah. Well done, AJ.
Yeah. Because it's a special giveaway, you don't need to email us. We'll just send it straight out to you because we'll get your information from Google.
I won this.
If you wanted, you could even take a screenshot of your own screen and save it for posterity and show all your friends.
Japanese musical theatre, says Stuart. No, it wasn't that. Osric says German waffles. No.
Yes. But it's funny, you know, when I was selecting them earlier, looking at the detail of some of them kits, I'm sitting there and I'm like, Festa's shopping list is growing.
Don't forget, by the way, on about the shopping list. Before we went on there, Festa would have picked out those models, but we don't know how many are on the shelves. There could be one, there could be 101.
Absolutely.
But don't forget, if you want anything you've seen in what's in store tonight, don't forget, slap it in your basket.
And it's not yours until?
It's not yours until you check it out.
Cynical Steve says that was straightforward. I don't understand. They're all Japanese.
Yeah, look what the making guru just popped in just in time to win nothing. Yeah,
It's too late. He can't win nothing. Yeah.
I know. Straightforward, eh? God, we're doing well tonight, aren't we?
Well, we'll just leave Foxx to type in chat for the next half hour. We'll be okay.
Oh yeah, he's saying, hello everyone. Evening team, can't join you in the stream, but I shall snuggle into chat.
I just realised we got through a whole what's in store without any reference to warhammering it up.
Yeah, I know. And I even had a gadget out just in case I needed to rescue you, Ted, from being warhammered. But
Yeah.
didn't need it, mate.
No.
Yeah.
It is Fox's what's in store next week, I believe.
Oh, so it'll be all warhammer.
Ah, see,
So,
you took the
yeah,
wrong week off, didn't you, mate? See, you should have blown next week out.
Yeah. So that's it. Well, now Fox is in chat. We'll go over to him and leave him to it.
Yeah, can you do the terms and conditions in the chat, Fox? Only we really did a bad job of that earlier.
We couldn't remember what they were. He does say, as an eModels contributor, I'm not entitled to win nothing. So you can always win less than nothing. Yep.
You realise it will now become really frustrating for him because it'll take him 20 seconds from hearing what's said to typing up and things.
Yeah.
Not refresh and drag. No, we did that. It was the introductory beginning terms and conditions thing. And
we've replaced you with the skullfish button tonight, and it actually, So
yeah. Well, look, he's not been here tonight. We've managed to do the terms and conditions. We've got a skullfish button. We've got lots of time to talk amongst ourselves, and we don't need a reference to Warhammer or Bandai or anything like that. So
no.
I think after the show, Fox should come and see me in his office and bring.
Yeah, I think Chris could do a refresh and drag button, couldn't he?
Yeah.
I think he needs to bring his sales book with him and come and see me in my office, and we'll have a chat about his future.
Yeah, don't bother bringing a mug because it's a meeting without coffee.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There is one other thing we haven't done for a while, but we do still have the opportunity for you to email in with your, shout outs and events, model making gatherings and things. There might still be gatherings, you never know. But there is one shout out that we do need to do this week, which is to Mama Foxx. Because it's a birthday around now sometime. I don't know exactly when it is, but it's a birthday-ish time. It might even be tonight. That might be why Fox isn't here. He might be out at a party. So happy birthday to Mama Fox.
Do we get to sing happy birthday?
No, we don't have to. Is that why he's not here? Because he doesn't have to sing it?
Yeah.
No.
We gave up singing. That's why we sort of let it slip a little bit.
Oh, I was looking forward to that.
I'm not sure if it's today or yesterday or around there sometime, but yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah. Fox is saying he's so fired. Well, that's. I'm not going to preempt the head of HR and his decision in his office, mate. That's.
No.
We've been told not to sing.
Yeah, no, please don't sing.
Yeah, Anders says Fox bring some gin to Ted. That could be it. Yeah, I think could sway the balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Have we done it? No, I believe we've got something else to do tonight, haven't we? I know.
We have. Yes.
It's 10 o'clock. We should probably do what's in store.
Have we done what?
We've done that, haven't we?
We could do it again. We could give away a second amount of nothing.
Yeah, don't be like Fester. Hey.
Yeah, but that's a fair point. Yeah, we haven't done that for a long time, haven't we? Shout outs and things like that, and apologies or begging for forgiveness and things like that.
Yeah, it's.
We'll do it all.
Yeah, I mean, I take it, obviously not mentioning what is going on, but I take it it's too soon for Telford discussions to be going on, is it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows what's going on yet, so no, we won't worry about that for a while yet.
Max Gops has got his first. He's the first one in with a shout out to Andrew Ribbons, who's a new viewer tonight and an excellent modeler. So Andrew, if you're out there, get into chat with us.
Yeah, welcome, mate.
Yeah. Right, Dave Cardboard says, speaking of rubbish 70s TV, the Time Tunnel is on again this week.
Oh, that was bad, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Is it the original Time Tunnel, the black and white one? With all this sort of.
Is that the one where Baldrick's digging in gardens and stuff? No, it's Time Team, and that's different.
That's almost as bad as Batman and Robin walking up the side of the building on the rope, isn't it? It's like,
yeah. Well, I seem to remember it was a creature was it a creature in a cave where it was just quite plainly a man with a rug over him.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, some of the early episodes of Doctor Who were bad like that, with the old egg boxes glued to the walls that wobbled as they walked past.
Yeah, don't close the doors too quickly because.
And it's saying time to book your hotel rooms for Telford.
Dave Cardboard says it's the original. The first episode is on the Titanic.
Oh. God, do you remember that Hollywood film, Raise the Titanic?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that was a bit,
I seem to recall it. I can't. I think it was so bad that I raised it.
Yeah, it was like one of those really great B movies that we all love to watch. You sit there and you think, cool, that looks good. I'm going to watch that. And you're like...
Yeah, from when it sank to when they raised it, it didn't seem to have aged a bit, or there was no water.
That's right. Yeah, and the world's worst studio model just come bobbing out the bathwater. It's like,
well, we could. I know we always do the belly and bench, but on my streams, I sometimes do a slight variation of it. I have time and telly. So, what time is it in your current locale? If you're in a different time zone to us over here, and what you've been watching on telly or YouTube or, Amazon Video, Netflix thing or whatever. Have you been watching a series that we should all get into and watch? So, what time is it where you are, and what have you been watching on the telly?
I tell you what, I have been watching. We've just got Sky installed this week, after a great absence because we changed the ISP provider and things like that. And when the Skyman came to install the Sky Telly, has anybody watched the Chernobyl miniseries?
Yeah, it was really good, mate.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm mightily impressed with that. It's got the guy out of Lost in Space in it, isn't it?
There's one or two people I sort of recognise, but I didn't recognise anybody. But just full of the drama. It was I had to Google it as well. Chernobyl. It seemed to be so near to.
It was really well done. Probably the most accurate piece that's been done on that subject, Ted, to be honest with you. But it wasn't over dramatised, was it, mate? It was just bang. That was it, you know.
Cynical Steve says it's 10:02. So same time zone as us in the UK here. Man in the High Castle season 2. I watched the first couple of episodes of that and couldn't get into it, but might have to give it another go.
Yeah, I'm not really one for dramas and things, but apart from what I've just mentioned. But
Ted's video seems to have disappeared.
Oh, testing.
Oh, we're back. Hello.
Oh, you're back. It's all right.
Yeah.
We just had your flashing icon for a moment.
Oh, right. Oh, don't know what happened there.
Mark Scopes has been watching the Sweeney and the Professionals. A bit of a throwback back to good cop shows on TV. Yeah.
And they're so bad. They're good.
Yeah, Cynical Steve's watching Man in the High Castle.
Donald McKenzie says it's Zulu time. He's been watching Picard. I've been watching Picard. I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, it's good.
Paulo has just started watching the last series of Strike Back. What's up? It's a bit like sort of Warhammer for me, really, when you're into TV, because I tend not to watch too much of it. It tends to be on, but I tend not to take any notice of it. It's sort of just vegetarian.
Yeah, I tend to sort of pick up on what other people are watching with TV series, and if you get that sort of a lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, it's a really good series," then I'll go and give it a visit. But day-to-day TV, I don't watch news channels or anything like that because it's all doom and gloom mongering, mate, and it's like,
Foxx has been watching Carl Sagan's Cosmos again.
Oh, Carl Sagan, legend. Stephen Neil Harris is binge watching Rumpel of the Bailey. Now, I remember that show. Do you remember the Crown Court TV show as well that used to be on?
Is that the one that used to be on lunchtime?
Yeah, it used to be on lunchtime, didn't it? Yeah.
Not as bad as Judge Judy, was it?
No.
Oh, Judge Winder.
AJ's binge watching that classic Miami Vice. It's so bad, it's great. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like kitsch.
Vincent's been watching 11 p.m, which is an hour ahead of us. He's been watching the news and current affairs.
Yeah, he does like his news and current affairs. Bless him. It's one of those at the moment. Yeah. George Taylor's saying 3:05 p.m. in Los Angeles. Lego Masters.
That says that Crown Court was showed. That's what they showed you to make sure you didn't fake an illness and take time off school.
Yeah. Foxx has got the Crown Court theme stuck in his head. Yeah, so have I, mate. That's yeah. As soon as I heard Rumpole of the Bailey, for some reason the Crown Court theme just popped in my head.
Didn't you get chance when you were home for dinner time? Didn't you get chance to watch Crown Court, then Pebble Mill? Pebble Mill. Then you just had to leave to go back to school. I think you had to go back to school for past one. So,
But you used to sit there, didn't you, waiting for Friday because it was the verdict day, wasn't it? And you'd be, oh, I wonder what the verdict's. Oh, he looks guilty. His eyes are too close together.
I thought Crown Court was just a one. Just everything happened in one episode. I can't remember.
No, you used to get your you could get your 3-day episodes. Michael Elphick did one where he was one of the barristers, and a lot of the up-and-coming actors were in it. But yeah, you'd get like the prosecution, the defence, then you would have the verdict type of thing, you know. And
Dave Carbar comes up with a good one there. Another one that you used to see at lunchtime when you were home from school and dinner was Paint Along with Nancy.
Yeah.
That was like the female version of Bob Ross, but she painted with palette knives, didn't she, in
That's
oils?
right. Used to do the big squares on the canvus, didn't she? And you have to guess what it is. Yeah, yeah.
She used to slap it on. That was the original slap it on, wasn't it? It was she
Absolutely.
slapped on the oils. A scoop of this brown.
Yeah, Paint Along with Nancy. And
I
Bob Ross.
tried it with the dinner knife and some water paints, but it
Yeah.
didn't seem to work.
Am I wrong for having Bob Ross the entire collection?
Fox says now I have the Paint Along with Nancy theme tune stuck in there.
Yeah, Fox, that Theme Tunes album that you've got, mate. Yeah, you know you're going to be playing it later.
On that, my granddaughter bought some oils, acrylic paints from the shop the other day because she's doing art at school. She's not in art, but she's doing art at school. So she bought some oils, and then it came in here into the dining room, and she's got Bob Ross on the TV.
Yeah. That has to be the best afro ever, doesn't it, Bob Ross?
Yeah.
And Peapod the squirrel, wasn't it?
You see now we've got Fox regretting he's not being here.
Mark Scopes is saying Pipkins. Do you remember that?
The Pipkins, partly hair and things like that.
Yeah. Magpie.
Magpie was the evening. That was after school.
Yeah.
We're on about lunchtime viewing.
Oh,
now,
lunchtime TV. Right.
So there was the Pipkins.
Sullivans, yeah.
So there used to be White Horses and
Little House on the Prairie.
Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah. Hector's House.
Hector's House, yeah. There was that one, and what the one was the
Bagpuss.
Herbs.
Yeah, the Herbs, yeah. Bagpuss, wasn't there?
And of course, the Mighty Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fox has vague memories of
How used to be on. Yeah, that was Fred Dinage and Jack Hargreaves, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was an evening. That was before Magpie.
Zanzibar's got a good one. Mary Mungo and Midge.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. What was the guy called with the magic torch?
Jamie and Magic Torch.
Jamie and the Magic Torch. Yeah.
Can you remember his dog's name?
I can picture it, but I can't think of the name.
Wordsworth.
That was it, yes.
How sad am I for remembering that?
It's definitely there. AJ says, a potty time. That was Michael Bentine.
Michael Bentine, yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah. Oh, evening viewing, but Michael Bentine, it was brilliant with Michael Bentine's potty time.
Do you remember Finger Bobs? The bloke, that creepy man that wore the gloves, didn't he? Well, have you seen Finger Mouse? It's like, oh, yeah.
That was a bit like Watch with Mother, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Amy the Hamster, yeah.
Hamster, yeah. The Tales from the Riverbank.
Michael Jackerman saying, "Damn it! Now I've got the Robinson Crusoe." Sorry, Michael, but payback.
Yeah, Gaz is in the same position as me. He's got the Jamie and the Magic Torch theme in his head.
Jamie.
Hammy Hamster. That was animal cruelty, wasn't it? You were ramming a hamster into an airplane and. Or put it on a kite and things like that.
Yeah.
Look at her with it now. Timber says Rent a Ghost. Yeah, the original series of Rent a Ghost. There was a 2 series, and the first one was better than the second. Once again, it was a case of once you get onto a repeat series, it's never as good.
Yeah, Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben, and suddenly a shopkeeper appeared.
Yeah.
Nat Williams says, "Oh God, happy memories of when I was very young. I remember watching the Herbs, Tales of the Riverbank, and all the classics on VHS. Yeah, Chorlton and the Wheelies," said Zadster.
Yeah, Fox hates us all because he's now got the theme of Rent a Ghost.
Yeah, I have too now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be laying in bed later trying to sleep, and he's just going to hear Rent a Ghost.
Andrew Preston said, "Play school. Today we'll look through the round window."
Yeah, Brian Cant, wasn't it, with Play Away? PLAY. Fox is now going, Yeah.
Yeah. It's just as well he's not here, because if he was here, he'd just be singing along and have his head in his hands.
He is at home now. He's giving it the old, oh yeah. Him and Mama Fox, they're going PLAY.
Yeah, I'm sure anybody watching that's not from the UK might be wondering what we're all talking about. But if you're not from the UK, what did you get at lunchtime TV that probably we'd never heard of?
Yeah. Fox is now saying, I am not coming here again. Yeah, I know, mate. That's your punishment. You know, you got to go to the office tomorrow.
Yeah. Skippy the bush kangaroo. What Skippy? He's fallen down the well.
Lassie.
Lassie.
And the one with the dolphin.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. It was the same thing, but with a dolphin.
Yeah.
It's not Skippy. Skipper the dolphin. No. Skippy the bush kangaroo on it as well. But I don't remember the dolphin's name. Anyone know the dolphin's name?
Yeah. Button Moon.
Flipper. There you go.
Flipper
the dolphin. That was it. Skipper said Sergeant Bones. No, not quite.
AJ, our non-mug winner tonight, says Trumpton and Camberwick Green.
Oh, yeah. There was something a bit wrong with Windy Miller, wasn't there? Michael Jackman saying, Noggin the nog bad, the bad, and Dracula's the bird.
Oh, I don't remember them.
Oh, the littlest hobo. See, I've got the theme for that in my head now.
Button Moon and Will o' the Wisp.
Yeah.
I think Will o' the Wisp was a bit sort of surreal, wasn't it?
That was Kenneth Williams, wasn't it?
Yeah, did voice.
Carry-Ons used to do the Cat Weasel with John Pertwee, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, Cat Weasel, brilliant! Yeah, very frightening. They put some repeats on the TV through the week about Cat Weasel.
Mike Mountain saying they're Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub.
Yeah, Pew Pew Barley McGrew.
Pew Pew Barley McGrew. Yeah, can now see the theme tune of that going.
Yeah, Fox says, in my mind, the theme tunes to Flipper, Lassie, and Skippy are all just Jamie and the Magic Torch with different words.
Dave Cards, Bob. It says Beyond the Trapdoor. That's one that's.
Yeah, that was a little later.
I don't remember that one.
I think we're now edging into the people that are a lot younger than us.
Yeah.
Someone's going to mention the Teletubbies in a minute.
Oh yeah, that's when we go to our sort of swan song of the evening. Because there is something else you've got to do, isn't there?
There is one more thing to do. Should we do that? Are we getting to the end of this?
Was that a segue there? It was.
We could segue a little bit.
Paul Tomaso says sit ubu sit. That must be something over in Germany where you don't know of. We did ask.
Sergeant Bones there, yeah, Looney Tunes with the World War II related cartoons. Yeah, I remember them, mate.
Sadster says Ivor the Engine. Boop, boop.
Yep. Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
Fox is doing a giveaway. He might not be here, but he's going to give away his personal supply of nothing. It's an extra giveaway. If you missed out on winning nothing earlier, you can win nothing now by being the first to name the dog in Will o' the Wisp. Go.
I think there's people down there.
Oh, he's already done it. I missed it.
Cynical Steve?
Moog? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So it could be. Fox, we have to wait and see if Fox tells us the answer and Susan was right.
Yeah. As I say, I don't remember watching Will o' the Wisp. Will o' the Wisp.
That was the one where the TV set was a witch, wasn't it?
Yes.
Can you remember the name of the witch?
Cynical
Steve got it right. Yes, you won extra fat nothing, says Fox.
Yeah. So you too can take a screenshot of your winning comment.
Yeah. Answers on a postcard too. Helgen 35.
Absolutely. Right. Should we give something else away? Should we actually give something away? It's a real actual thing.
Yeah, we could give something away.
Instead of a nothing, we've got an actual thing that we could give away. I've got it here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where it is. There it is.
While you're looking at it, I'll just say, Anders says there was a kids program here in Sweden that ruined a whole generation. Vilse I Panaken, Lost in the Pancake.
That sounds like it could be amazing or really rubbish.
Lost in the Pancake. I I think the title of that would ruin a child's life.
Right, let me share my screen and see if I can manage to share the screen. Will it work? I've never shared a screen while I've been actually doing the things.
No, it's worked.
Is it worked? Is that that's still you? It's still you. I have to click on me as well.
I'm
There we
seeing
go.
I'm seeing a tank on screen, Chris.
That's me, yes, and everyone else is seeing it as well. I think. This is what we're giving away tonight. It's the Zvezda 135th Russian MBT, the massive battle tank. Massive big tank. That's what it stands for. Don't matter what it says. It's massive big tank. I'm not going to read out that bit on there that says T90 MC. And then it's got words. It ends in tank. But yeah, I don't know what the rest of that says. I'm assuming it says Russian main battle tank, but I could be wrong. So I'm not going to try. That's what we're giving away tonight. To win that, all you have to do is wait until this video is a video instead of being a live stream. Once it's on the YouTube history, I'm still waving at the camera even though the camera's turned off because I'm got the screen sharing thing going on. You can win that. A massive battle tank, massive big tank, £26.99, but free for the winner of this. What should we have them comment?
We should continue with the theme of daytime TV. Just comment about what your favourite daytime TV programme was.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Not your mum.
Yeah, nothing to do with tanks at all. Just something to do with TV.
Yeah.
They're totally random.
Baby Baneblade, says Cynical Steve.
Yeah, all you need to do, as Chris said, is at the end of the show, just give it a few minutes after the show's finished. Once it's rendered and put yourself up on the YouTube, you get a comment below the video. Next week, we'll use the random comment picker to randomly pick your comment from the random number of comments picked and see if you can win this massive big tank.
Yeah. And hopefully Foxx can hum the tune.
Absolutely, yes. Someone asked, Tim Young says, does the T90 have pigeons? If you won the pigeons, then you could, I think they were on 35th as well, so you could always add your own pigeons to it.
Yeah. Pigeons are available.
Pigeons, because they coo.
I haven't got that button set up for you, but you're alive to do it. So.
I can't do the cooing noise, though.
Oh.
Sandy Bond said, powered by vodka and blessed from Stalin. Yeah.
There we go. Paul's still waiting for the pigeons to arrive. I'm sure they'll be there at some point.
Yeah. I think what happened last week, somebody asked about where the prize was, and I messaged James to find out where the prize was, and he said what he was doing was that if you have won a mug and a kit or anything like that, a giveaway, he was holding them until the mugs came in and they would come out at the same time. So if you're still waiting for...
He must have known the mugs were nearly there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as for Paul living over there across the sea and things like that, it might be in the post somewhere for the pigeons. So, yeah, it'd take a bit to get across the water, especially in today's climate.
Yeah, it might have bird flu.
Right. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've done quite well.
Yeah, I think we've done everything.
We've done really well, considering we've had to do a lot more talking this week.
Yeah,
It feels like there might have been someone missing, but I'm not sure.
Does that mean we get bonus, Ted, for extra words?
I think we. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'd put the timesheet in and we can consider it.
Do we all divvy up Fox's cut between the three of us?
Yeah, well, that's it. We just need to split.
Yeah, we get his royalties, don't we?
Yeah, we just need to split 3 ways tonight. So yeah, we'll get a bit more in our pockets after tonight when the cash comes through. It's just 3 ways. So, right, I think we'll wind it up for tonight anyway. Yeah, and we'll do it next week when everybody should still be here and we'll have a full team. Hopefully, as I say, I will be in the new man cave next week, even if it's just looking at barren and bland. I may be upstairs, sort of trying it. But anyway, we'll leave it tonight, and whatever happens to you out there, I hope you all keep well and keep safe and keep away from everybody. But until next week, we'll leave it for now, and we'll see you next week. So bye, everyone.
Yep. Oh, Anders does say you can tell Colin's been busy because he's not been in chat all night.
I know. I've been really good, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Good night, everybody. I'll press the button to make it go good night then.
You're already typing in chat, so you might as well finish it.
Is he doing it now? Oh, I'll press the button to make it go then. You broke it at the end, says Anders. Right. Good night, everybody.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. I thought you pressed the button.